Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to the long-awaited and much overdue Call of Cthulhu. I'm Kamchak Fisko. Come join me for an H.P. Lovecraft nightmare.
He's going that way. Fuck! He's not going that way! Screw it! We're going for the gusto, baby! Fuck it! Die, you son of a bitch! I was gonna say, that better have fucking worked. Go back to your own dimension, you sick fuck! Oh, no, I'm not going with you. Sorry, I don't have my passport. It's not really a convenient time. You're gonna have to do this on your own, sir. I apologize. Have fun in the art world. Oh, no. Fuck. Chop off your hand, dude.
What's the matter with you?
Whoa. Hi, thanks for snapping me out of that.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective.
Yeah.
At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yeah. We might as well be honest with her, even if she thinks we're insane.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Good, she believed me. You knew about the monster?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a... What's the catch?
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Mm-hmm.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off.
We have been telling you
Now go
everything.
see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
I only keep her in the loop because she's one of the two people in charge on this island, but in her mind that makes me a canary that's singing. Lying to her is pointless. That's not the box I opened with the key, that's another box. What? Why was she crying over a box? Chapter 7, The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. As a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce, after a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back to the painting. He later discovered the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. That's a store? Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. You just said it was a bookstore, not a library. Okay. Clearly had one of those late-night emergency meth junkie had to steal a book to read for his late-night jitters. Okay. I'm sure it's totally safe in here.
Where's the bookseller? Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
So volume 4. Pastor declared himself to be a prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. So you sold your soul to Cthulhu. Got it. I mean, the title's right. You answer the call of Cthulhu. Whether you want to or not is irrelevant. You will, because he'll take your sanity.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Just remember, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. This is a practical work written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists That's supposed to have an S. Describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams. Analysis must follow several rules, especially free association. Principle announced that Freud at the end of the 19th century treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe this theory is applicable to my nightmares. No! I would not believe that would be a hidden desire. That would be... Yeah, I mean, I really do. It just, you know... I think it's hilarious that, like, his whole shtick was, you know, everything is about sex. Well, you smoke cigars all the time. Well, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Then everything isn't about sex. Freud painted the way for a lot we understood about psychology. He was wrong about a lot of things, but he was right about other things. I just think it's hilarious that people either worship or demonize the man who hit and missed a lot. It's like, he helped. He was a pioneer, but you know what? Just because he was part of the beginning doesn't mean he didn't fuck up. History of Darkwater, Volume 2. Did we find Volume 1 or 3 in the other place? Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood. That's not the word I want to say there. Settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings... Giggity. Sorry, that was for corn. Among which were Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. Rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. That's not the key I meant to bring up. I meant to bring this up. We had points. I need to, like, dump them into investigation now so they're useful. Should have done that before, but I didn't even think about it because we were kind of being attacked by a shambler. Meet the shambler. So that's 2 events we couldn't have possibly missed. I missed whatever the first one was. We could have missed the ritual. We could have missed the macabre discovery. The death of Francis Sanders had to happen. There was no way to avoid that insanity. We could have avoided reading the book. We could not have avoided the shambler. So far, there's been 2 insanities that we had no choice we would have had to experience. We've experienced more because I'm a nosy motherfucker. Okay, so far we're still shaken, but not stirred. So we're fine. Sanders' residence. That's a sexy bitch right there, isn't that? Lovely artwork. The Sanders house, all in shades of red and in gold. It is impressive. Even of gold. Why is my brain adding words that don't exist? But nothing matches the private gallery of Francis Sanders. The place is huge, entirely dedicated to his passion for troubling and macabre works. Defaced figures of virgins, sacrificial daggers, statues of monsters. And the painting that led him to his demise takes the center stage. The Shambler, a painting by Sarah Hawkins, a close friend of the couple. What happened in this room I will never be able to forget. It's okay, Corn, you didn't miss anything. I didn't just butcher the fuck out of that. The fuck is that? All these things that I would think would be interactable, and none of them are. It's very strange. Okay. Another anatomy book. More medical knowledge. Sweet. What are we up to? 34 and 37. The old catch-22. The more about the occult you know, the more you'll understand, and the more insane you'll become. Alright, in the medical book, so we're up to what? 36 now. So far, we haven't had to heal ourselves. The medical knowledge has literally been for an investigative purpose, even though it specifically says can be used to heal us. So, I don't know where we could have gotten injured yet. In a way that wasn't, instantly fatal. History of Darkwater. Here's the final one. In the 19th century, an American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world. Whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. The phenomenon appeared to be even more mysterious because up until then the region was favored refuge of cetaceans. Stumpy taught me how to say that the last time. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returned to port. There's no the there. Stop adding words. Scylla returned to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all of the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. as to that freaky fucking meat they eat, and somehow there's still some available to this day, decades later, because that's normal. Why does every light source in this game have this just unnatural green hue just wafting off of it like it's nothing? It's not normal. Wait, could it be that I couldn't read things because I didn't have a freaking light source?
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
What the fuck does Theosophical mean? Is that like the combination of religion and philosophy? I don't know what that word means. These Tibetan writings are at the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of Theosophy, that would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in the nameless bookstore of Darkwater, could be as much of a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. Occult. Cool. Alright, so I need to go through the bookstore with the lighter out, because we've been missing books, because they're in the dark. That actually makes sense. That's kind of been a mechanic up till now. That's why I was really confused. There was oil in the bookstore, and it was just like, oh, light source. Find books in dark. Duh. You have to excuse me. Sometimes I'm just brain damaged. Okay, we didn't miss that many. We do have to be careful with the lighter, because it does get hot. So we can't have it out forever. What's with the chalice, man? Like, seriously. Top off the oil, we're good to go. Can't look at any of those, just curious.
What happened here?
I'll reconstruct when I found all the IRL evidence first, thank you. Hi, lady.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Strange amulet. The pendant is in the shape of a large dog with bat wings. You forgot that detail. I don't know what it represents. I might find out more by searching the bookstore. I better not touch it. Picks up, puts in fucking pocket. Our character's a genius. More than that's like next level stupid right there. I shouldn't pick this statue up. This pendant could be evil. Picks it up, shoves it in pocket. I swear, it's like some of these aren't connected. Like, how you interact with objects isn't connected to the things your character says. Just want to see if I can find the book, which we might have already found it. It might have been that one book we found. Let me check. Was it that book? Nameless bookstore. I've never seen such a collection of works on magic and occultism. Algernon Drake, the owner, prides himself on being a luminary in the study of esoteric phenomena. The library was ransacked during an attempted burglary. It holds numerous rare and forbidden works. The back room houses a safe protected by an ancient symbol. We're going to have to do a ritual to get that, aren't we? The Dagger of the Ancients. This exceptional dagger of Ottoman origin probably dates from the 16th century? That's 16th, right? And it bears the Elder sign on its hilt. It apparently belonged to Pargali Ibrahim Pasha. I don't know who the hell it is. Grand Vizier of the Court of the Suleiman of the Magnificent. Legend tells of Pargali, I'm not trip over that name, used the symbol in the dagger to protect the court from the creature that haunted the mirrors of the palace. Okay. What is certain is the Suleiman had his vizier executed. Did he fear him after his demonstration of power? The vizier saves the people in the palace, or and then Suleiman has the vizier killed. No. He was protecting the Grand Vizier. Oh, no, it belonged... No, we were the... Okay, yeah, no, okay. So, the Vizier protected the Suleiman. Suleiman killed the Vizier. That's kind of fucked up. I can't move it around to look at it better. Painting of the Shambler. The painting is exposed in the Francis Gallery, but I think the creature no longer requires it for movement. It went to hunt down Sanders in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. I do not know where it comes from, but one thing is sure, it's starving. Did I succeed in sending it back to its world? I'm not sure. The Hound. Do not make the mistake of taking this jewel for an inanimate object. The soul of the powerful sorcerer, devourer of bodies in the Lang cult, a sect of Central Asia, lies in this jade amulet. His very characteristic form, a massive hunting dog, represents the transformation of the sorcerer into a man-eating ghoul. Lovely! Whoever unearths this amulet and wears it around his neck is at risk of the sorcerer's wrath. Well, at least we're not wearing it. The latter will return in the shape of a formidable hunter and track and dismember all defilers. Yay! That's wonderful. So glad we touched this. Creation of Dreams. So what was the... That's the pastor's wife. That's volume 3 and 4. And then the other one was the History of Dark... Okay, so that was a different book. Got it. Book of Dazan. These Tibetan writings are the origin of the esoteric movement found... Oh, wait, no, we already read that. Yeah, Theosophy. Amulet in the shape of a dog. Strange amulet... Wait, why is this in 2 locations? Strange amulet. The pendant is in the shape of a large dog. I don't know what it represents. I might find out more by searching the bookstore. Oh... Because we know what it is, it showed up under occult, because we already got the knowledge from the book. So we'd already picked up the book. We needed to figure out what the hell the Hound was. So we've already done that. Close your eyes. It's going to get bright. Go into the light, Carol Ann.
Where did they break in from?
The front door.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Or they were in a hurry.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
So I'm guessing we're pretty fucking tall if he's as tall as us. So we can't go into that room. It's sealed off. Jesus, that's bright. It's not just me, Anubis, right? Having a ridiculously blinding white light as your transition is stupid, and you're blinding your audience. Now, if you're trying to blind your audience, that makes sense. Otherwise, you're just being an asshole. Alright, I guess this is the next clue.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Or willfully destructive. Are you sure the next clue didn't pop up over here? Yeah, it's like light mode in apps. It's like, you know, we've graduated onto dark mode because we've understood how much monitors destroy our vision if we stare at them for too long. This includes tablets and phones. Am I being too pretentious? And it's all the artwork of the lady with her tits hanging out.
What killed all these animals?
Damn, I didn't even notice those were animals. Peanut butter and Nutella ooh. Alright, everybody back away from corn sandwiches. Nobody gets hurt.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
That's a good question. The only thing you missed was me being absolutely gibberishy while reading stuff and fumbling around to find a clue I already had. So, yeah. Oh,
what happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
I'm guessing the protection sign. Apparently we've gone from Cthulhu to cyberspace.
Charles Hawkins?
Charles was the thief. What? No, it's not back, I say, it's away, foul beast! You gotta do it right. Why are they... Wait, what? Is that his wife?
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Were they here before to steal it? There you go, Corin.
Sarah Hawkins
to read that book
hide
yet.
something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
So, usually there's like one little hidden clue you can find when it's done. I don't know if this one's going to have one, though. I guess there isn't one. Alright. I ain't Caroline, enough with your stupid light. Put that away!
My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy it. You all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, come to the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below, and please remember to click that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.